Everyone seems to believe in something. Some believe in energy, others believe in the universe, and some believe in multiple gods. And then we, Christians, say, no, there is only one God. How do we know that anyway? Isn't that a bit arrogant to say in a world full of beliefs? Well, in this video, dating from 2020, we'll dive into this very question. So stay tuned, because at the end you'll see that the idea of just one God isn't just a belief, but that it's deeply rooted in what we can observe all around us. So if you're interested in these kind of basic questions, then do subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because then you will never miss a new episode. Basically, the answer to this question is very simple. Most Christians actually believe that God revealed himself to us in different ways. One way he did that is through nature. The Apostle Paul already said this in Romans 1 verse 19 and 20, in which he says, "Since what may be known about God is plain to them, because God has made it plain to them. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." So just take a long and good look around you and you will see. Throughout history, people studied nature and always recognized God's eternal power. Look at all the paintings in a museum. Look at the skyscrapers all over the world. Listen to this message on your smartphone or laptop. We all recognize that technology like these must have someone who designed it and made it. Now, the human body is tremendously more complex. I mean, even the tiny cells you will find in nature are extremely complex. This alone screams for a designer, a creator. A second thing where we Christians are thinking about is spiritualism. People throughout the ages have tried to find something to pray to. I am not saying that all religions are the same. I actually will answer this question next time, but I'm simply stating that humans have an awareness of something or someone they owe allegiance to. And lastly, morality. From a very young age we all know the difference between good and bad. It's not that this moral compass is taught by our parents. Yes, of course, parents need to help their children to find their moral way in this world, but the basics are already there. The Bible says that it is God who has given us a conscience. For example, Romans 2, verse 14 and 15, where Paul says, "Indeed, when Gentiles who do not have the law do by nature things required by the law, they are a law for themselves, even though they do not have the law. They show that the requirements of the law are written on their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness, and their thoughts sometimes accusing them, and at other times even defending them." The Bible even says in Romans 1 verse 18 that there are people who are actually suppressing that knowledge or truth, like the Bible states it. So to conclude, true enough, there is no scientific formula to prove that there is a God. However, the fact that someone is asking questions just like these prove that humans are thinking further than just living their lives. Questions like why do we love, why do we long, and why do we actually believe in good and bad are in fact indirect proof that we are more than a random produced bag of chemicals. Deep inside, we cannot accept our existence as futile or ultimately meaningless. These questions urge us to look at people like Jesus. He claimed many things. One of these things was that he actually was God, who came to earth and lived among us. Let's get smart and look at his life. His claims were justified. I mean, I can say that I am God and you would say, prove it.
Who are you?
I'm God.
You're God.
And you're absolutely right to ask me these questions. Well, I can't prove it. I mean, Jesus did prove it time and again. Read about his healings, read about the miracles he did, his life overall, and ultimately his foretold death and resurrection. I would pay a special attention to someone who said he would die
but rose
on the third day again. Wouldn't you?